Hey guys, Togsy here from the platform. We have a great young team of people that put the show together every week, but we couldn't do it without our sponsors, and they are UltraTune. Sean and the team, thank you so much for backing us. Carlision, Huss and the guys, the best car repairs in Australia. RS Chase Lawyers for all your legal needs, and Property Direct AU. Sam and his team will look after you. Thanks guys for supporting the platform, and now back to the show.
Welcome back to the platform, Wizard Capper and the beautiful Togsy. What about the frosty Wendy James?
It only gets frostier from this point in.
She did get a little bit nitty-gritty over Warwick Capper. Keep pushing himself up.
The thing is, Caps, you can't expect like everyone in the world to pump you up all the time. I mean, Ron Moss did like you and everything, but this...
And Powderfinger.
Not all the time.
And Kylie Minogue. And Queen. And not so much Wendy James.
But it makes great TV, and here's part two.
Here it is.
And what would be like, if looking back on the career as a whole, what's been, I don't know, maybe your favourite moment? Has there been like an incredible moment that you look back on in the journey that stands out?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of... I did a really good show in Paris once at an arena called Bercy Sports Arena, and that was very exciting. It was exciting because it was a crowd of 12,000. But then my microphone broke 3 times throughout the show. It was a radio mic.
Right.
And it got interference or whatever, and it went down 3 times.
That's bad.
But somehow that added to the adrenaline of the performance. And the poor roadie, the technician that had to keep coming on, and the crowd was kind of cheering/jeering him.
Yeah, he was the hero.
And he had to, very humbly come back on stage 3 times and swap my mics over 3 times.
Wow.
Oh, and I also remember that gig because the load in and load out crew, the local Parisian guys, one of them stabbed the other one, and I believe he died. And I remember
Ripper.
I remember being backstage. And this may be an exaggeration in my memory now, but I remember it as having to walk over the dead body to get to the stage. But probably that's not accurate, but certainly someone was killed. Local fighting.
What happened to me, Wendy? I was playing in front of 98,000 people, playing professional football, and my shorts ripped, and I was exposed in front of all those people. Lucky I was thick-skinned. It was embarrassing. That really happened. I had tight shorts on.
Do you want me to join in and think of witty riposts for that?
I was just telling you the truth. It was very embarrassing.
You're a multi-million selling pop star and a huge professional footballer, yes?
Yeah, I played for 20 years. Retired now, but yes. I've been milking it.
Why have I never heard of you?
Well, you have to Google me and have a look later, and you'll be very excited. I was in the Hall of Fame and played for the Sydney Swans for 17 years professionally. I'm Australia's answer to David Beckham. So it's been a good ride for me.
What do you do now?
I do DJ gigs, and I do comedy shows around Australia. And worldwide.
What, stand-up stuff?
Stand-up, last 34 years, yep.
What, in kind of resort casinos?
Resorts, casinos, clubs, pubs. I do Bucks and Hens nights. And I even do $60 videos called the WizVid, where they want to have famous people like myself give them inspirational for 1 minute, which has been going for 10 years. Isn't that a good idea? You should do that. You talk to your fans and charge them $60 for 1 minute. What a good idea, Wendy.
No, it's awful. You can talk to them for longer than that for nothing.
Yeah, but they're happy. It's a Father's Day present and Mother's Day present. Good to give the fans what they want.
Hey Wendy, I think I should quickly jump in and save Warwick. If you had advice for young people out there, you had tremendous success and you've travelled the world. What would you say to young people, even maybe young girls that love music, about chasing dreams?
Well, that they should do it.
And push hard and early. Start early, eh?
And, you just get immune to people saying no to you, and you just push on through for the yeses.
when I was growing up, you know, with all the pop stars, they were always encouraging youngsters like me to stand up for what I wanted to do, say what I wanted to say, behave like I wanted to behave, and there are very few role models, if you like, around now that are giving youngsters the courage.
A positive,
even if you're
example.
going right up the wrong avenue, even if you're way out of order, as long as you believe in yourself, that's the main lesson in life.
All right, well, how do the people that see this show find you online and stuff? Is there like a website we should all check out?
Where should we go, young Wendy?
It's really, really easy now. All the tags for Instagram, Facebook, all of it is just the Wendy James.
Well, good on you, Wendy. Thanks a lot for the interview, Wendy. This is Wendy.
Good luck in your glorious, illustrious career.
Thanks. It's been going 37 years, just like yourself. This is Warwick Capper and Togsy.
At the beginning of this interview, you said 35 years.
Well, 35 on stage and 38 playing.
He's the king of slight exaggerations.
Yeah, you have to Google me so you know it's true. Because Rich Forrester from Bored and Beautiful, he loves me. You love me too. I want you to Google that song. You'll like it. And show that manager of yours. I only take what's mine. It was number one like yours.
If you really, really like the song, you're more than welcome to do a remake of it because you could probably do an upgrade.
And guess what, Wendy? I was on... Wendy, I was on Neighbours with Kylie Minogue. She's from England too. She's over there too. Kylie Minogue. You heard of her?
I mean,
she had a few number ones.
It's really, really impressive.
Yeah, she was good. This is Warwick Capper, Wendy James and Togsy for number one show in Australia, signing off for the platform. Thanks, Wendy.
Bye.
I love her like a sister. But I'm in Tasmania.
Nice to see you again.
Thanks, Dad.
You too.
See ya.
There you go.
What about that, Togsy?
That was sensational.
She hasn't heard of Warwick Capper or Kylie Minogue. What's wrong with that girl?
I thought that was great TV.
One hit wonder. I still love her. I'll come and have a cup of tea with her. I'll make up. We'll have some Lamingtons in England.
They were awesome.
Yeah.
And that's the show. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out our socials, theplatformtv.net, and we'll see you next week on the platform.
See you next week.